Welcome to another edition of You've Gotta Be Joking. Today, we're going to show you how dumping the regular oil out of your engine in your lawnmower and replacing it with canola oil like you would buy off the store shelf to fry French fries in and cooking or whatever else you use canola oil for, how that would affect the lawnmower. So pretty much I drained the oil out of the engine, replaced it with canola oil, ran it for a few minutes, drained that oil out to rinse any residues from the regular engine oil that may be in there, and filled it up again to ensure that it was running on 100% pure canola oil and that there was no engine oil residue in there. And I kind of delayed on posting this video because I figured, well, why don't I see how this will actually work for over a period of time before posting the video? What if I post it and then the engine seizes up or something like that? So what I've done is I've just basically ran the lawnmower. I probably ran a total of about 5 gallons of gasoline through the thing. Maybe not quite. Probably closer to 3. And so far the motor seems to be holding up. I only topped it off once with a little bit of oil. You can smell it burning, but it doesn't really seem to be using it. I mean, not very much at least. I topped it off once, and I really didn't even have to. It was only down a little bit. So I'm just going to basically show you the video, and I just wanted to point out that the Cuban Man 728, a YouTube member, had recommended that I tried out this video. He was the one that actually recommended running canola oil in a lawnmower instead of regular engine oil and see if the lawnmower will survive. Well, so far it has survived, and next summer, when I start to use this again, I'll provide you with an update on how this is actually going to work. So far, so good. Well, here's the video. You can watch it for yourself. The oil in this lawnmower is disgusting. It's the blackest oil I've ever seen in my life. So we're going to give this lawnmower an oil change. I'm going to dump the old oil out right now. While this is draining, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace the engine's oil with some of this canola oil. Now, we're going to put canola oil in place of regular engine oil, and we're going to see if it'll work. So I'll just finish draining the old oil out, and I'll replace it with the oil. Okay, now I am going to refill this engine with canola oil. Now that the oil is up to the full mark, I'm going to run the engine for a minute, and I'm going to drain it out and fill it again, just to make sure that there are no traces of regular engine oil. Well, I'll put the spark plug back on. Going to check the color of this. A little dirty, but that's expected. Now I'm going to let that drain out and then I'm going to refill it. Okay, this engine is now operating with 100% canola oil instead of regular engine oil. We're going to see how this thing will perform. Alright, I've been running this lawnmower here with no load for about 5 minutes, and so far so good. I'm going to attack this stuff right now. There was a pricker bush there. There's still a little bit. I'm going to attack that, and we're going to put a load on this motor and see what it'll do. Now, I think I will use the wide open throttle position. So we're going to crank that up. And I'm just going to run over stuff and see what happens. Okay, now to simulate a heavy load on the engine without making myself work, we're going to dump it in the water. Oh, that water's a little deep for this. But we'll make it work. A little deeper than I like. Now I'm going to do the wide open throttle mode. Hopefully it's not too deep. Yeah, it's a little too deep. And it still runs. Amazing. It still runs. Torture beyond what a regular lawnmower would ever feel. And it runs. The only thing I noticed while doing this is I could smell some of the canola oil burning off. So it is slipping past the rings, whereas the regular oil did not on this machine. So I would say that the canola oil is too thin, so it is going to burn it. But how will it stand up to the test of time? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out for ourselves, because I'm leaving this oil in here probably for about a year, and I'm going to see if it'll last.